It's hard to give a damn about the sticks or stones when all my bones been shook so long and...
Okay, hello, Hikaru cosplay here. Today's vlog, I just kind of wanted to address something that's a little current right now, and that's Comic-Con. Now specifically, I'm talking about San Diego Comic-Con versus New York Comic-Con. Both of them are pretty awesome cons. They've been around for a really long time. They're the two largest conventions in the United States. Love them both. However, today I want to talk about just comparing the two. Pros, cons, what each one does differently, what each one does the same, good things, bad things, all that jazz. This is a little relevant right now because New York Comic Con just did their tickets last week and it was a huge fiasco. Stress, scalpers, all that jazz. None of us were safe. So the first things first about these cons that we can compare is, of course, the tickets. San Diego Comic Con has got their process for tickets down to a science. You do the online waiting queue, you get into at the certain time, don't refresh your page, just wait, pray to God that you can make it in on time. You know, it's scary, but hey, it's the best way to deal with that large amount of demand. And each person has to have an account that they've had for about a year on the website. One account equals one ticket. Not to mention, you actually have to pick up your ticket at the con. New York Comic Con, on the other hand, they're trying to get there. Their recent attempt was to do something similar with an online waiting queue. However, the site that they chose wasn't a good one. Crashed, error messages all over the place. It's ridiculous. And they're like, oh, we're gonna crack down on scalpers this year. So far, I'm not seeing any of that. When it comes to the people, a lot more people are there for the art. At New York Comic Con, well, more people at San Diego Comic Con are there for the exclusives, the panels, all of that. There's still cosplayers, there's still people who appreciate everything, but the focus is definitely on exclusives at San Diego Comic Con. Exclusives, yeah! I'm talking panels, I'm talking goodies, yes. For those of you who don't know what this is or what this is, these are the boxes for the dolls of the San Diego Comic Con exclusives of Monster High and Ever After High from last year. I was lucky enough to get myself a Serif's Wolf doll for both me and my friend. That's another story in of itself that I do not have time to tell in this video. When you're doing show exclusives at San Diego Comic Con, your whole day is about that. Same thing going with panels at San Diego Comic Con. You are sleeping the night if you want to go to that panel. New York Comic Con, not so much. You have to get there maybe an hour in advance. Granted, I haven't been to a New York Comic Con panel since 2013. However, the panels at San Diego Comic Con are revered to be a lot better. New York Comic Con has some pretty good ones. They do get a lot of nice industry people. Last year they did a Big Hero 6 panel on the Thursday of the con. Seemed a lot more of the better panels were on Thursday that year, which is the preview day. Which leads me into the entrance of the con centers. New York Comic Con, we have what we and my friends like to call the holding pen, where it is this room on the inside of the convention center where they herd everybody in like sheep. Or they also have an area directly outside of the convention center right in front of the doors that you can also horde yourselves in, like just a zombie horde, just waiting. It's effective, directly. Everybody already has their passes, they beeped in, they've gotten their bags checked, it's okay. Tickets are, sent through the mail. San Diego Comic Con has this beautiful thing where you line up and they snake you around the convention center and then they open up the doors. And once they open up these doors, there are 100 plus people working at booths and they are boom, boom, boom. You go to a booth that's open, tell them your name, show them your ID, they give you your ticket, they print it out, put it. Fantastic, so fast. I was like, oh my god, no, we have to pick up our tickets, this is gonna take forever. I'm like having nightmares of like Otakon, No, we were in and out there so fast. I wish every con could be as fast and as efficient with tickets as San Diego Comic Con is. Granted, they had 100 plus booths, you know, open up, but it was incredible. Next up, I'm gonna go talk about the booths, the dealers, and the artist alley. I mean, what else are you gonna do at a con other than panels and cosplay? You're gonna go and shop. San Diego Comic-Con, I was actually surprised. The dealer's room did not seem as expansive as New York Comic-Con. Actually, New York Comic-Con has a bigger dealer's room. That is probably because San Diego Comic-Con may not have had as much space. They also don't have as many vendors. They don't have a lot of small vendors. It's all essentially big vendors with a couple small guys in, and it shares the same room as the artist alley. The artist alley is absolutely minuscule compared to the Javits Center, where they have a giant room for it. San Diego Comic-Con, it's a lot of big companies with their big booths and, you know, their exclusives and all that jazz, all their big promotions. New York Comic-Con, on the other hand, a lot of smaller guys, a lot of big guys. You cannot do the dealer's room in one day at the Javits Center. No. Every year I go for 3 days and I don't even see the entire dealer's room because it's also very compact, it's very tight, and there's just so much. It is a divide and conquer kind of plan. You gotta know exactly where you're going. San Diego Comic-Con, I walked that dealer's room like 5 times that day. Granted, I had nothing else better to do other than the Ever After High exclusive that I wanted to buy, but still. Artist alley, so minuscule. It was actually kind of sad. Again, it goes back to what I said earlier, where the focus is more on the show exclusives and all the things that they're doing. Like they had an off-site laser tag for Borderlands. Oh, I wish I could have gone. Like they had a bunch of off-site stuff. The focus is all on like the exclusives and the events, not the actual art, so to speak. Whereas New York Comic-Con, let's buy everything, let's have all these artists, let's do it, let's just do it. Next up, we're going to talk about the cosplay, aka the #1 topic. At least it is for me. It is the most important. I am a cosplayer. That is what I like to focus on. New York Comic-Con, I would actually say superior to San Diego. Not really superior, actually. New York Comic-Con definitely has more of a focus on the cosplay. You've got levels across all walks. You've got first-time cosplayers up to master level cosplayers there. The cosplay is so intense. It's on such another level. I always make sure that I have my best costumes ready for New York Comic-Con. Every year. I plan a year in advance. It's that intense. I love it, love it, love it. A lot more cosplayers, as opposed to San Diego Comic-Con where there are a lot actually less cosplayers. You see the photos, everybody's like, oh my gosh, the top San Diego Comic-Con costumes, blah, 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 blah. When you're actually there, it doesn't really feel like it. It feels like a scavenger hunt. There are cosplayers everywhere, there's a lot of amazing cosplayers, but the focus really isn't on the cosplay. Whereas New York Comic-Con, it's all about that. The normal people to cosplayer ratio is a lot different between the two cons. There's a lot more cosplayers in the ratio at New York Comic-Con and a lot more normal people, like regular people in regular clothing or whatever, at San Diego Comic-Con. And again, it goes back to the art. Everybody's there for the exclusives at San Diego Comic-Con. Everybody's there for the art, the cosplay, all of that jazz at New York Comic-Con. Thus concludes my battle of the cons. I am dubbing no con better than the other because clearly there's some differences. But San Diego Comic-Con, definitely the winner when it comes to tickets and show exclusives and also moving around ability. You can actually move in that center. Javits Center / New York Comic-Con, definitely the winner when it comes to cosplay, at least in my book. And yeah, I'd give him the winner for the crowd and better artist alley. Dealer's room, I'd give him a tie. But regardless, I love both events. They're both fantastic. Hope this was helpful if anybody was wondering which one they want to go to. Or better, you can go to both. See for yourself. Anyway, if you guys want me to do more videos, let me know in the comments below. You got a specific topic you want me to talk about? You want me to compare 2 cons for Battle of the Cons? If you want this to become a regular thing, comment below, let me know. Also, make sure you go subscribe to this channel and the Cosplay Crew's regular channel and check out some Facebook links below. Bye!